Hello folks, hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan and this is the LEGO Let's Chat Friday. We're looking at the Imperial Probe Droid. That is set 75306, a gift from Cosmic Dancer. And we're probably going to finish it today because there's a lot of little pieces, but there's only 2 bags. And this is a very small bag, so that's where we're at right now. So let's just dive in. And I don't know what's going on, but the lighting in my studio seems to be really dark today. Is the camera and everything looking okay? Is it kind of dark? It's a big piece. Looks good. Okay. Quite bright. All right. Maybe it's just my monitor, or maybe it's OBS. I don't trust OBS. Sorry, I should say Streamlabs desktop, not OBS. Right, I'm gonna move these over here. And I guess I can scoot this out of the way. $64. So I would say this is probably another one of the limbs that we're going to be building from the look of it. Even the dowels and rods and things. Not like scream bright, but brighter than normal. It's not sunny out today. It was. I've lost the sun. Gone to overcast now. So if this doesn't take very long, I'm thinking of maybe lining up a double header today and switching over to Minecraft and trying to get more work done on that stone bridge that we've been working on. I have more Lego, but I am not opening more Lego until my birthday next weekend. So, speaking of, I am trying to decide if I'm going to be streaming on Saturday, April 29th. That is my birthday. And I'll either be streaming on Saturday or I'll be streaming on Friday. I will be streaming on Friday the 28th, but I just don't know if I'm going to be streaming both days. But I hope to make that decision by the end of the weekend. So I'll let everybody know. Thanks for the lurk, SweetSandi. Appreciate it. It's actually pretty cold here today, which is surprising. Usually around mid to late April, it starts to warm up at least a little bit. I've been trying to decide if I'm going to fit in another Minecraft Legends stream before I meet up with Pixelriffs on Monday on the Spawn Chunks. We'll be talking about the latest snapshot, and obviously both of us now having experience in Minecraft Legends, then we'll be able to talk about that during the main discussion along with the launch. But I can't say that I've really been enjoying the game. There are aspects of it that are cool. It's very pretty, but the gameplay to me is just tedious. And I've seen some reviews, one of which I shared on my personal Discord in the Minecraft channel, and one of the quotes from that article was that as the hero in Minecraft Legends, you feel as though you're trying to wrangle a bunch of preschoolers as your army. And I thought that was, one, a pretty nice, it's a soft way of saying your game is not that good. And it's also true in terms of what it feels like when you're playing that game. I do like the smaller bags. I feel like they just, you feel like you're making more progress. Glowwatts, how's it going? You better don't open any more Lego until your birthday. I'll get you. No, there are I don't remember who it's from, but Cosmic, I'll get the information from you via DM later, because I want to put a sticky note on the one that arrived today. I have 3 Lego sets that have been sent in by the very generous community as birthday presents, and so I will be opening those at the start of the stream on April 28th, which is next week from today. And so during that stream, we'll do the unboxing. We'll figure out what sets I have. And given that I'm assuming we're going to finish this set today, we will choose one of those sets to then start. Red Tail Snail, good to see you. As someone that had to wrangle preschoolers in the past, that seems like a pretty apt description for what I've seen of the gameplay. Yeah, it's spot on. And it's not what I think Mojang wants. I think ultimately, even though I'm not familiar with the studio, and I'm blanking on their name right now, but the developer that they partnered with to make Minecraft Legends, I'm pretty sure that they're mostly a mobile developer, and I don't think that is something that worked to their advantage, because it's very button mashy. Like, there's not a lot of skill involved. I want to say, I mean, you have to have some working knowledge of the game, but really the most effective way of killing piglins is just running out with your hero and smacking them, right? All right, so it is an arm. Oh man, I had to turn off an awesome podcast to tune into this stream. Fortunately, it's the same guy. What were you listening to? Citadel Cafe or Spawn Chunks? I feel terrible. I recorded episode 463 of the Citadel Cafe on the 6th of April. It's now the 21st. Been in the editor for that long. I usually try to do this off camera, but sometimes you need two hands. Okay. So I imagine this bag will probably come together quite quickly. I'm feeling very gravelly. I was out for a couple of pints with friends last night, and after streaming all afternoon yesterday, and then being at the pub last night, it quieted down after a while, but for the first hour or two we were there, we were kind of having to raise our voice over the din, and as a result, I feel like I've got a little bit more of a rasp going on today. Here we go. You have some morning voice going on? Thank you. I usually take that as a compliment. It's funny, even though I have a deep voice, I don't necessarily have what I would consider like a good villain voice. It was meant as one? Nice. I was just thinking about one of the videos I watched earlier, and I'm really looking forward to getting back into Satisfactory. They just announced a bunch of changes to the blueprint editor, which I've never messed with because I stopped playing around the time Update 7 came out. I think Update 6 is the last time I played. But I backed up my world and I popped into Satisfactory last night just to kind of make sure everything was working. Because I'm looking forward to switching up some games once we get West Hill finished. And gotta say, pretty excited about getting back into that game with all the changes that they've made. Looking forward to doing more train stuff. And I've been watching another streamer, What Darren Plays. Pretty sure there's 2 R's in Darren. Cosmic, you might be able to help me out with a link. But What Darren Plays on YouTube, and he's got some great Satisfactory videos. And surprisingly, he puts out videos that are an hour long. Most YouTubers don't do that. And they're not VODs, like they're edited, but he really does concise gameplay. And he just edits out very little, but then basically just kind of plays for... He probably plays for a grand total of 2 hours and then gets an hour-long video. Would be my guess. Maybe a little bit more. What Darren plays? Yep. They're also on Twitch, by the way. They have a Twitch channel too. We may have rated them at one point. Their YouTube videos are family friendly. I don't know if their streams are. This is gonna go in like this. So this is kind of cool because this kind of looks like a piston. So this gets attached here. That. This is such a very specific Lego piece. I'm surprised that this is... I'm not sure what it would normally be, like a flagpole or something. So the idea is that we raise this up to connect to this little piece there. And so it has like a... I'm not sure you can see it. It kind of has like a piston kind of pneumatic feel. That's really cool. Let me put these two things on. Sorry, what haven't you done before, McScrewgunn? You've seen him on YouTube? Yeah. I think he's originally from Ireland via Australia or something, or maybe he's in the UK. I like him. He's very articulate. He's and he's pretty chill. He doesn't do any over the top YouTube stuff, you know. He just kind of does his own thing. Ah, so here we need pieces that are not included in this bag. More of these little special pieces from here. Oh, or maybe they're in the other bag. They're in the other bag. Yeah. Oh, you've got pub voice as well. Yeah, I was losing my voice last night. Like I was squeaking. Which is unusual for me. It's not something that usually happens to me, especially where I podcast. So I don't know. I don't know whether it's just allergies or what, but that goes like that. And then we've got to do special pieces here. This looks like it's going to be a claw. Yep, definitely a claw. That goes on like that, and then we've got a piece that goes here. And a piece that goes here. And then this, I feel like that should go the other way around. And this attaches to the base here. And we have claw. So that one, I'm going to attach on the back side. Cool. I like how stiff that is. That's very cool. I was thinking, I can't say the claw at all anymore, Cosmic, without thinking about Toy Story. He's in the UK? Okay. I think I'm remembering him mentioning at some point in the last couple videos that he's originally from Ireland. It's funny because he doesn't sound like he's from Ireland. But I guess it depends on how long he's been living in England or places where the accent might be different. Alright, now I need one of these pieces, and these are definitely from the special bag. I think that's it. These pieces, I kind of wish they'd give you like one of those blown up images. Yep, that's it. Because that's like really tiny. Such odd pieces. Then this is probably just meant to look like it has a piston arm. Yeah. And got little things like this, the little wrench. Goes on the end there. So strange that they wanted that special piece, because like we've covered it up. Like you can barely tell that there's a special piece in there. I need more of these things. Need that one and this one. I wonder if I bumped my camera. Feels like it might be off from last time. This one, it seems like it's easy to put together so far. Marks a 10. It's in the 7s because of the very interesting and cool connections. It definitely loses a full point for some of the very flimsy connections. And the choice of having a black beam go up through the middle of the stand. I really feel like that should be all clear, but beyond that, pretty good. So these two go together like this. And then it goes on like that. So because I've had such a weird experience playing Minecraft Legends, I want to try and play some other games on the channel, but I decided, because there's a free trial available through Game Pass, to test out Valheim on the Xbox. And part of it is probably because it's with a controller. But man, that game is slow. And the building in that game, which is what they seem to focus on a lot, or at least what I see focused on a lot in other videos, is not great. Like, it's very finicky, and there's not a lot of visual feedback as to whether you're doing something correctly or incorrectly. You know, things don't necessarily snap to anything in particular. Like, it's very I mean, some pieces do, but most pieces don't. Alright, so this doesn't actually move on the hinge because this is a stiff part down there. It's only this part here that has some articulation. I like that it's got like a fork on it though. That's cool. So yeah, I don't think I will be streaming Valheim. So this is going to be one of these connections that goes in, I think, one of these parts that are more loose. Oh, nope. Not. Oh. What does this attach to? Oh, I see. Goes in here. See, and that's what I was afraid of. Now, when it's right side up, that's okay, because it's still preferred to have more tension, but at least the gravity is not this way on it, whereas the other one over here, this one is super loose. So that's where it loses points, I think, Cosmic, for me. Oh, one more bit. You tried Valheim because it was recommended to me as a, you like Minecraft, you might like this, and I did not like it. Yeah, it's not I mean, it's low poly too, and it's just like, if I'm gonna play another building game, I'd rather sink my time into something like Satisfactory, because I find that it looks cooler. It's a modern game. It's with a modern lighting engine. I mean, they're updating to Unreal Engine 5 for update 8. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons, I think, to stick with more modern looking stuff. But at the same time, I've discovered that I think a lot of the games that I enjoy streaming and the games that I want to play a lot of the time are more of the chill, Satisfactory, Minecraft, Oxygen Not Included is one that I like. The problem is that, you know, there's a lot of city builders that come out, and there's a fair amount of like simulator stuff, but there's not, amongst all the ones that come out, very few are really good. Oh, this goes on first. Goes on here. Really don't like the flimsy bits. Just doesn't seem right on a Lego set. Yeah, it's an odd choice. Down to the last little bit here. More specialty pieces. This is just another claw type piece, just a little bit smaller. All right, that goes this way and then goes in there. Then this gets attached to here. And then we're gonna put 2 of these bits on. I'm gonna do what it tells me not to. I'm gonna put them on a different way. Or I guess I have to go this way because of the orientation of the claw. Never mind. Rebel without a claw. Okay. So this then goes in the other spot. And I guess we could twist it around if we wanted to, or we can have it hang kind of however we want. It is kind of cool that it gives you some posing options. Like you can curl it right under the robot if you want. But I think I want to try it, have it a little bit more at an angle. Have gravity help out a little bit rather than hinder. There we go. It wobbles though. The other one doesn't wobble because of the balance on that one. This one is gonna wobble. And fall apart. Yeah. There are some, I would say, poor display choices that they've made. Bag 6. Got some bigger pieces. Looks like we're gonna do the head. $1,000 bits from Cosmic Dancer. Thanks so much, Cosmic. Bag 5 sorta kinda almost finished. Thanks. This is the last bag, yes. It is indeed. Would have lost half of the pieces so far. Yeah. I've got a nice big table. And the fact that it's got like a linoleum or like a vinyl cover on it helps because the pieces, they don't really bounce that far, which is nice. Hard surface, it would just be free for all. But yeah, so I've got, what is it? I tried Valheim. I know better than to try to get back into No Man's Sky. I know that Satisfactory is going to come back, and Satisfactory is going to be something that will kind of like take up a lot of time. So like, it's not like I'm going to have a lot of room for new games, but if I'm going to maintain this streaming almost every day, then I definitely want to have some variety because I don't want to get burnt out on things like Minecraft or anything else really. What do you want to do break-wise? Just keep going till you finish, or break at the hour? I'll take a break at the hour. I'll probably only get a little bit of through this bag, setting it up before we have to take a break. But yeah, I'll break on the hour. Thanks, Cosmic. Word Nerdify, Tier 1 subscription, 9 months. That's the fire Keystone badge. That's my favorite. Thanks so much, Word Nerdify. Really appreciate the support. Oh. Speak of the devil. That went on the floor. Now, let's separate all these little pieces. I know it would cut down the amount of stuff I get to do on camera, but sometimes I do wish that Lego in big bags would come by color. Or when there's a lot of little pieces. Sometimes, but I mean, like, I also don't want more plastic in the world than needs to be. Although I have yet to see any, but a while ago we got a notice in one of our Lego sets that they were switching to paper bags, but I've not seen any. One of my favorite badges, the Rainbow Keystone badge. Oh wait, we don't have one yet. Out of curiosity, when people reach the 12-month Space Keystone badge level, does Twitch give you the option to choose which one you want to display, or does it automatically display? Wow, these are all the same. It's crazy how many of these there are. Curious as to what they're going to be used for. Six months tomorrow for you, Em. That's amazing. Word notify if you are still here. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for the sub. Enjoy the rest of your day. I don't think you get to choose which sub badge. I feel like it was going to be a thing at some point, though I can't find it in the settings. Yeah, maybe they were just talking about it. Or maybe it's like bit badges or other things. I thought there was some sort of way, but it was like a secondary badge, not just a sub badge. I feel like it might have been a secondary thing that I'm remembering. Yeah, there's a lot of these. Pieces that roll are always tricky. We'll call that good enough. Sub badge and bit badge? No, I'm only seeing a sub badge and a moderator badge. I mean, I believe you. I was talking with Johnny and Wouter, a friend of mine, last night, and they had both seen the Dungeons & Dragons movie, Honor Among Thieves, and Wouter said it was great. And James, the civilian from the Citadel Cafe, was one of the folks out for a pint last night, and he took the family to go see the Mario movie, and he said it was excellent. It's making gangbusters at the box office. So apparently the Mario movie is very, very good. Illumination does good work. It's a good animation studio. Lots of little pieces. Red Tail Snail said that the Mario movie was cute. Right on. Yeah, I think the Mario movie and Dungeons & Dragons are definitely on my list. I don't know if I'll get to the theater to see both of them. But I watched the latest Bond movie for the first time. It was good right up to the end. I did not like the ending. Really enjoyed the season finale of Picard. I talked about that a little bit on stream yesterday. No spoilers, just 100% really liked it. Man, everything is upside down. I'm trying to figure out what piece goes where, and every time I flip it over, it's a new kind of piece. Voucher, there's a name I haven't heard in a while. Yeah. Yep, things seem to be pretty good. I hadn't seen James or Voucher in 3 or 4 years because of the pandemic and families and kids and all that kind of stuff. James has got 2 kids under 4, so he's busy. Everybody else's kids are teenagers. This is gonna be one of those things where I'm just gonna miss a piece and it's gonna drive me nuts. Put these over here. Your son is getting married this year, we're notified. That's amazing. Congratulations to them. But yes, as a parent, that's probably kind of trippy. Right up there with like going to college and graduating high school, that kind of thing. As a parent, I'm not happy that my oldest finished the first year of college the other day. What do you mean not happy? How was the first year? Just because I know who we're talking about. Just too soon? Yeah. I don't know. Something I really enjoyed about the college experience was September to April instead of September to the end of June. It just gave you so much more of a break and a chance to like go earn some money and save up for tuition the next year and all that stuff. All right, how am I going to handle these pieces here? 3, that down here. And I'm just going to sneak this over here. Or not. Time to let go of the pieces and go on a break. Sure. I'll finish up these gray bits and I'll take a short break. Even though it may take 20 minutes to sort out all this little stuff. Which is, I mean, my own doing. I understand that I dig my own grave when it comes to this stuff, but I don't like hunting for pieces. I think when I make the very rare occasions that I work on a jigsaw puzzle, which is like hardly ever, I'm usually like over at someone's house. Hunting for pieces is the worst. But I've also, I've received some, feedback from just DMs or whatever about my Lego streams, and people have said, how much they enjoy the knolling process, and I mean, it gives me a longer chance to talk. I mean, if I just built this, we would be done. The set would be finished. Like if I didn't take the time to hang out and chat. Shake the table while you're gone. Yeah. Well, then we'd know who did it. Cool. All right, folks, I'm going to grab a short break. I will be back in about 5 or 6 minutes. I do this once an hour when I stream. You should too. Grab a stretch. I'll be right back. All right, just a few bits left to lay out, and we should be good. Now, what can I fit in these small spaces? I don't even know what these pieces are for or from, but they're such a strange little piece. Like, I mean, it's strange to me that it's even Lego. These little silver pieces at the top there. Might as well line these up where it makes sense. Weirdly, we've got one extra. Actually, this is probably going to be better off over here. All right, I'm not going to lay out the weird pieces. We seem to only need them every once in a while, but that's Beg 6 laid out. So right away we grab one of these guys. And it goes in a very odd spot. I guess I should probably bring this down into shot. Probably gonna be things to it as we go. This goes right here. All right, 2 big circle pieces. Piece goes on the bottom. Like so. So I'm assuming a lot of the color pieces are going to be covered up, kind of used as a way to mark out where certain things are going to be going. How many Lego sets do I own? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, probably between 18 and 24. The boxes are all up in my studio. That would be the ones that are currently on display, owned as an adult. There's a number of sets in a box somewhere in my storage closet. Which I have to remember are things that I could build if I ever run out of sets. And if there isn't anything, you know, for sale that appeals, I could always go dig out an older set. It would be kind of fun to do that on stream anyway, just kind of like open up the box and see what's in it. Kind of like an unboxing. Be kind of fun. So 2 of these go on. And then this goes on. Oh, I see. That's to space it out. And then there's a silver, no, sorry, gray disc. And a black. And this goes on the edge here. Does it actually fit there? Lego, that's not how Lego works. Did I miss a piece? I did. That is really tight. And it doesn't move at all either. Wow. Huh. See, where it loses points for flimsy connections, it gets points for stuff like this. Where you're like, okay. That was neat. A very specific sort of interior to this whole thing. I haven't really looked at that closely at the box either. Like, I'm trying to remember from memory what the Probe Droid looks like. I kind of have like a vague idea, but the actual details of all of it. I guess I was supposed to put stuff in there first. Man, good luck getting that piece out if you ever need it. Yeesh. So these are sort of, they look like lenses, like sensors and cameras and stuff. But yeah, good luck getting those out. I guess you'd have to attach it to something. As long as Lego has something that appeals to it, I think you'll ever run out of sets. Yeah, that's true. So long as I can justify, you know, doing the Lego stream, then I can absolutely keep going. I think that's one of the things that's pushing me towards wanting to diversify the streaming a little bit too, is that I'm really enjoying the Lego streams. And it's not like I don't like the Minecraft streams, because obviously Minecraft is a huge part of my career, but career, job, I'm not sure how you want to say it, but it's a huge part of my livelihood right now is playing and sharing Minecraft content, whether it's spawn chunks, streams, all that kind of stuff. But I think that I could, in order to try to attract some new viewers, I think I'd like to get back into Satisfactory, and I'd like to try to have like one day a week where I could just stream something completely different, you know? I did redeem a free month of Nitro for Discord, and that means that I can stream to Discord at 1080p now. So you folks might see some stuff happening there. And then this. Oop, that hit me in the face. All right, where does that go? Goes here. Oh, did I put that on the wrong way? I did. That's annoying. Geez, at this rate, it's going to take me forever just to finish this top part. Okay. This goes here? Yeah. Alright, red bricks time. I do enjoy when they use very different colors inside, so that you very clearly know, you know, which way they're going to get you to attach things in the future. I do like that. Get another one of these. 3 of these. That's why there's so many of these little guys. They're kind of using them like sensor arrays or scanning devices or something. Make sure I do this right this time. Discord stream? Yeah, I hope so. I wanted to test it out. Like, I want to see whether it's good. Because if it's good, then I could put something like, you know, Discord Nitro on like a Patreon goal. I mean, Patreon goals are going away, but I could make it a Patreon milestone of my own. Saying like, hey, as long as the Patreon is at X, then we'll maintain Discord Nitro. One of the things that I want to do... Oh, I wonder if I put that on the wrong way on the other one. I think I probably did. Yeah. Will it go in the middle? Maybe it won't. No, it doesn't go there. How did... Missed a piece too. Okay. So I did put it together wrong. Glad I checked that. And I missed this piece here. One of the nice things when they repeat designs around the robot is that if you've messed up, then you can usually figure out, go like backtrack and figure out what it is that you screwed up on. I missed these two here too. I wonder how many people catch this on stream and are just like, Joel, you're missing things. Yeah, that looks more droid-like. I am not down for a 12-hour stream. I was thinking about that for a birthday thing, like start streaming on the 28th at some point, not at 1 o'clock, but like a later time, and then go right up until midnight to tick over onto the 29th on my birthday, kind of like a New Year's Eve thing. But the idea of streaming for anything more than 6 hours, just, I know I wouldn't enjoy it. And I think that would come across on stream too. Which is funny, because like if I'm just playing a video game, I could totally spend 6 hours playing a video game, which is either, I'm not sure whether that's a good thing to admit or not, but it's possible. But to sit and stream for 6 hours is different. It engages a lot more and in a much different way than just straight up streaming. Okay, you've got to move. All right, so this goes right across here. Holds all that in place. Very cool. We've got this piece goes here. Piece goes up sideways. Farther securing this piece in place. We've got this goes on the corner. These little 1x1s are the ones that really get me. They're tough. And this goes here, and I need the other one of these. So that's kind of cool. It looks like it frames that big sensor thing, which is, I'm assuming, it's like an eyeball. Two of those, one of those. All right, this connects to there. Streaming versus playing video games on your own are two very different energies. Oh, for sure. and then this goes up top, and this goes on top. Whoop. Oh, cool. And then this goes in sideways like this. So again, it looks like another camera. That's neat. Man, whoever designed the details of this, not the connections necessarily, but the details are very cool. Peyton and his son have this set. I'll have to ask him if the connections at the bottom were flimsy for them as well. And then this goes over on this piece here. Cool. Friend really wanted to do it and ended up splitting it into several streams of 1 to 2 hours and putting half-hour breaks in between. No idea if that would work for you, but he enjoyed it. The problem with that is that the Twitch audience just bails in general. You go on a break for half an hour and people are just usually gone. I mean, not dedicated members of your community, but when you're trying to grow your channel like I am, it's not necessarily the best thing, because I see people do like streamathons or subathons all the time, and the problem I have with that is that I missed a step somewhere. The problem that I have with that is that it well, this is gonna be tricky. How am I gonna get that in there? Crap. Is that I think it sets an unhealthy standard. Is like streamathons or subathons or whatever. Right. Got to there, got to there, got to there. Did that. We have this and one of these. This is one of those builds where like you don't know where to put your fingers to put leverage or pressure to attach new pieces, because every time you do, something moves. Oh man. Six of these. Those. These go at little angles. That. And then 2 more along the top. Plus a third, and a little one there. And that goes right in the corner here. Cool. Wasn't the goal to grow the channel that day. He was celebrating reaching a milestone of followers. So that's cool. But that's the thing, like my goal is to grow the channel every time I stream. I think the one exception would be the Lego streams. These Lego streams are kind of like the reward for my core viewers, because usually the people that show up are the core viewers. And I mean, transparently, the Lego streams are by far the lowest attendance of the different kinds of streams that I do throughout the week. So this little 3-piece goes here. So I like that because then it locks that in at an angle. This connects here. This threads in like that. This little black piece goes on top here. This little piece goes on top here. I'm not sure whether me like narrating what I'm doing is good. I default to it with Minecraft. So I'm not sure if this is coming through on stream from the top down, but this is kind of like what we've been doing, is attaching all these little doodads and pokebits, sensors and weapons and things out the side. This is the kind of thing would be neat if I had like a Star Wars, you know, lore book where they kind of like have those cross sections of things like droids and ships, and they show you like, this is the something something blaster, and this is the audio sensor, and this is like all these different bits. It'd be kind of funny to say, oh, I'm assembling the who's it, what's it? The Imperial who's it, what's it, pardon me. This is going to point out that way. I like that they're bundling these things in like groups of 3, and they're not necessarily evenly spaced or evenly sized. Somebody must have gone through the Lego archive of what pieces could we use to do this battle droid. Or not battle droid, in probe droid. Are there any Wochi Madus? I don't know. I didn't build it. You'd have to ask the head Imperial. Meto, it's okay. It's all good. I appreciate the lurk. I appreciate coming by when you can. You know, people have got to prioritize. I get it. That's the thing about growing the channel, is that for me, the benefit to channel growth is that when other people are busy, there are going to be people that are not, and therefore you'll end up with the same sort of level of viewership most of the time, because the people that are, when some people are busy, some people are free, you know? I find it strange that we've built up so much of one side but not the other. And again, maybe I'm just thinking of this thing as having a round head when maybe I don't think it does. I think it's more of like an odd shape. Oh, now we're getting into some specialty pieces. Two and 3. Oh, I see. That's cool. So this goes here. And then this actually attaches to one of these little posts. Huh, cool. Wochimadu was what a college professor, Brother Kevin, would say whenever he was searching for a word. He had a super deep bass voice and talked a bit slowly, so it always was super funny. Nice. It's always interesting when your teachers or professors have little quirks like that. I had a I want to forget about this. I had a geology professor at Mount A. I don't think they're still there. Who? How do I say this politically correctly? Did not pronounce the word rocks or energy at all correctly, and to the point where you did not know what they were saying. And so you had to like be there in class to see the notes up on the PDF on the screen and discern for yourself, you know, what they were saying. It was, you know, in a science course, and you're like, I need to know what these things are called, please. You know, how do you have you know, a job here when you can't pronounce the thing that you're a professor of? Like rocks. That goes there, and then I'm missing a piece there. Right? Yeah. Oh, did I put one somewhere wrong? That's annoying. That's right. Oh, I see where it went. I think. Yeah. All right, so we did this. That goes there. At that. At that. Okay. I think we're good. I like these big black discs for like eyeballs and stuff. It's very cool. Oh, this goes all the way in. That goes into there. A geology professor that did not say rocks right. That seems like a problem. Oh, it was a problem. About how do they pronounce it? I don't want to get into it. Suffice to say it was incorrectly. But to a point where you didn't even understand what they were saying. I'll tell you in a DM if you want to know. Then a little piece here. And then one of these fancy bits. And that goes on this one. Wow. That really beefed up that little attachment. That's cool. All right, now we're getting in some big pieces. This is great. And this just straight up attaches to this. And again, having this stuff here really locks this down from moving too much, which is great. Wow. So here's so far, most of what we've been doing has been along here. Well, now we know where all these little 1x1 studs are going. So this goes up to a clear piece, and then this goes on the back. And this goes up top. And this goes on the lower one. Neat. I almost want you to hold the part up to the camera, face the eyeball at it, and say, "We appreciate your eyeballs." Nice. Meadow says, I had a professor who would purposely never put his PowerPoint into presentation mode. He was punishing everyone for sitting farther back. Oh. Yeah, I think just that stuff is just... Then you're just like being a prick. Really, like you're there to facilitate learning, and if you're making it more difficult, then you are doing the opposite of what your job is. I won't get into the specifics, but I've got a friend that's been dealing with some academic what will we call it? Shenanigans. Academic shenanigans. I have very little time for academic shenanigans when people are just supposed to do their job. And it makes me mad, especially when people are paying a lot of money to go to school. So this feels a little bit off. I don't know why this is such a strange angle, but okay. then we've got this piece. And 2 of these. No, 3 of these. Yeah, the way that they layer the details, right? Like that is very busy, but in a very cool way. Like a very busy sci-fi model builder kind of way, right? I think I put this the wrong way. And I think we're on to this step now. Good, good. Oh, now we're making some progress. Love the Mario sound in there. Yeah. Yeah, that's fun. I agree. Yeah, see, this is where these colored pieces really come in handy. Now it looks like we've got like a proper like overhang on this big camera thing or a sensor eyeball. Nice big arc going over the top of it. That's cool. Three of these. Oh, wow. All right, let's start with this piece. And this little bit. And then this goes here. Three, 4, 5, 6. That 3 bits. Now that we're getting into some plates, it's gonna start to feel like a finished top. All right, so now we do all these smooth pieces. It's gonna be interesting. I guess I'll start with these first. They go there. The 4 cardinal directions, looks like. Lower. Nope, that's wrong. There. gives it that cool overhang on all the different bits. And then each one of these goes on the sides. That. Uh-oh, sticker time. Where does this one go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, here. Stickers. Satisfying click, 10 out of 10. Yeah, we haven't had a lot of clicks because the pieces are also tiny. And a lot of times I'm putting like pieces down on dowels or rods or whatever. All right, let's make sure we get the orientation of this right. So this is facing that way. 3 goes here. And that's the correct direction. This is always so tricky. Like I almost hold my breath when I do it. And the sticker color is a little bit different than the piece color, which is a little frustrating. Those are the stickers done. No more stickers. All right, so we're gonna grab another one of these, another one of those, and then a single square plate that goes there. This big disc goes on this piece. One of these little weird mousy looking pieces goes over here. And another piece on top of this. Then this goes on top of the droid. Really? This is a lot going on. So these two connect here. I feel like that's a lot of pieces to have left over. Yeah, weirdly that feels like a lot to have left over. Especially like, what's with all this? Like, why would they send all of this? All right, I guess that's the last of it. Yeah, I didn't miss a step. Oh yeah, the bag's done. The bag's done. So which way does it go? This is the part that goes towards... I mean, the whole thing spins. Now that rotates on the top, which is kind of cool. If I just... I guess I can just hold it and show you guys the easiest. So there's the base, which we built the first day. And it has that slot down the top for the stand. The stand is this thing here. You don't see that great bit. And then this is the look of the droid. So there's a fair amount of these stiff arms, and then there's these weird flimsy ones that I don't like very much. They'll look okay when he stands up, when they don't fall apart as you're talking about them. I remember that from last time. It's a very flimsy connection. Yeah, it's cool in that it has some very unique parts and some very unique pieces. I'm really confused as to why they sent like this much stuff for just a handful of those little pieces. That to me is weird. This is an okay amount for a leftover bag. Like that's not unheard of, but this is bizarre. And I would say that the droid, I mean, I'm sure it's accurate to the model that was in the movie, but it feels a little lopsided. There's a lot of big arms over here, and then very small arms over here. And again, they all like to flop around or fall off. So I would say a 7 out of 10. Cosmic, you were asking. It had the potential to be absolutely stellar, but because of the very flimsy nature of it and the fact that it kind of falls apart with just gravity is a little well, it's annoying, I guess is the best way to say it. Because you want this kind of like posability, right? Like you want to be able to just do that with all the arms. So I may look up a review online and see if anybody has made some aftermarket changes, you know, just added their own pieces to kind of like shore this kind of stuff up, make sure it's a bit of a sturdier connection. These two arms in particular, this one and this one, I'm not sure if you can see it on camera, but like this one here and this one here are very floppy. This one doesn't move very much once it's upright, but this one is all over the place. And then of course it's slots in here just to figure out which way is the front. And you could of course spin the head, or you know, position it to, you know, have your favorite arms forward, you know. I mean, really, these are all connected in the same way, these big arms, so you could swap them around if you liked one better than the other. All that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'll have to look and see at the poses on the box. Yeah, they've got them in all kinds of different things. The way that the instructions put it, like this claw is out front, and in the instructions we put it on the back. And I think that claw works better up front because then it doesn't block the plaque, right? So there's a bunch of different things that we could probably switch it around to make it look good on the shelf, depending on what it's next to, all that kind of stuff. Still, a very cool and iconic build to have. Very much appreciated. Cosmic Dancer, thank you very much for the 1,000 bits, and thank you for sending in this amazing Lego set. Very fun. Overall, despite some frustrations, some very cool connections and very interesting engineering, I want to say. If I lay this down, is it going to break? Okay, cool. You guys can see that a little bit better, I think. Yeah. Very, very cool. So originally, I think earlier today, I had mentioned that I wanted to potentially do a double stream. I am not going to do that. I think we're going to look for somebody to raid because I'm remembering that I have a podcast tomorrow with PixelRest. We're doing the Minecraft Hangout for our patrons on the Spawn Chunks podcast. And we are doing that ahead of my stream tomorrow, which means that I should probably save my voice because I'm starting to feel quite strained after being out last night. So thanks very much for hanging out, folks. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the support. Thanks for the eyeballs. If you would like to see more of this kind of stuff, you can see the entire build on YouTube. The VODs for bags 1 through 4 are up on the YouTube channel, and this will be up probably on Monday, I guess. It's usually a couple days before it hits the YouTube. You can also check out the Patreon page, patreon.com/JoelDuggan, if you'd like to join the Discord, or you can also do that through Twitch. It all depends on how you like to support. I very much appreciate all of it because, of course, this keeps me streaming. And don't forget, if Lego is your bag or box, then we are going to be unboxing 3 Lego sets next weekend on Friday the 28th. My birthday is April 29th, so we're going to be doing kind of like a Lego birthday thing on the 28th. Potentially a stream on the 29th as well. If I did that, it would be Minecraft. So we will I'll keep people posted in the Discord as to what's going on, but everything else the rest of the week is going to be pretty much on schedule. Like it should be a normal week otherwise. But we will be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock Atlantic, UTC -3 for Minecraft from the Citadel. And we're going to pass you along to, let's go with Drath again. Drath is always a fun raid. And we had a good time sending everybody over there yesterday. I will catch you all tomorrow. Thanks so much. Bye for now.